با سلام به شما همراهان عزیز، دوستای عزیزم. امیدوارم حالتون خوب باشه. این بار داستان زیبای سفید برفی رو داریم. من خط به خط جملات رو توضیح میدم، معنی کلمات رو میگم، پس تا پایان ویدیو همراه ما باشین. اگه دوست داشتین ویدیو رو با لایک و کامنت حمایت کنین. بریم که داستان رو بشنویم.
On a time, a princess named Snow White lived in a castle with her father, the king, and her stepmother, the queen.
Once upon a time, a princess named Snow White. Once upon a time, روزگاری. A princess, شاهزاده خانومی named Snow White, به اسم سفید برفی. Live in a castle, زندگی میکنه در قلعه. castle, قلعه. With her father, با پدرش. The king, پادشاه. And her stepmother, و نامادریش. stepmother, نامادریش. the queen, ملکه.
Her father had always said to his daughter that she must be fair to everyone at court.
Her father had always said to his daughter. Her father, پدرش, had always said, همیشه گفته بود, to his daughter, به دخترش, that she must be fair to everyone at court. that she, که او, must be, باید باشه, fair, عادل, to everyone, با همه, at court, در دربار.
People come here, to the castle, when they need the ruler to make a fair decision. Nothing is important than to be fair.
People come here to the castle when they need the ruler. People come here. مردم میان اینجا to the castle, به قلعه. When they need the ruler. موقعی که اونا احتیاج دارن به یه حکمرانی. ruler, حکمران, حاکم. To make a fair decision. که تصمیم عادلانه بگیره. decision, تصمیم. Nothing is important than to be fair. میگه هیچ چیزی به اندازه این که عادل باشی مهم نیست.
The queen, Snow White's stepmother, knew how much this meant to her husband at the first chance.
The queen, Snow White's stepmother. The queen, ملکه. Snow White's stepmother, نامادری سفید برفی. stepmother, نامادری. knew how much this meant to her husband. knew گذشته know, میگه میدانست. knew, میدونست. how much this meant to her husband, چقدر برای همسرش مهمه. این مسئله مهمه. at the first chance, در اولین فرصت.
She rushed to her magic mirror. Mirror, mirror, said the queen, who is the fairest of them all?
She rushed to her magic mirror. She rushed to, او به سراغ her magic mirror, آینه جادوییش میره. magic, جادویی. mirror, mirror, آینه. said the queen, ملکه میگه, who is the fairest of them all, چه کسی هست the fairest, زیباتر, of them all, از همه, چه کسی از همه زیباتر است.
Snow White is the fairest of them all, said the magic mirror. What? Yelled the queen.
Snow White is the fairest of them all. Snow White, سفید برفی, is the fairest of them all, از همه زیباتره. said the magic mirror, آینه جادویی گفت. What? yelled the queen. یل, فریاد زدن. yelled the queen, ملکه فریاد زد. What? چی؟
What do you know? You are a mirror, roared the queen, and she stormed off.
What do you know? You are a mirror. What do you know? تو از کجا میدونی؟ You are a mirror. تو یک آینه ای. Roared the queen. ملکه فریاد زد. با صدای بلند اینو گفت. roar, داد زدن, خروشیدن. And she stormed off. storm طوفانی شدن، عصبانی شدن. She stormed off. او با عصبانیت رفت. storm عصبانی شد. stormed off با عصبانیت رفت.
Still, the queen was bothered. So she decided to be rid of the girl, once and for all.
Still the queen was bothered. Still هنوز با این وجود the queen ملکه was bothered حسابی به هم ریخته بود، جوش میزد، خودخوری میکرد. So she decided تا این حد که تصمیم گرفت to be rid of the girl که از دست دخترک خلاص بشه، راحت بشه. Once and for all یک بار و برای همیشه.
I cannot wait another day, she declared. The queen called for her servant, a huntsman.
I cannot wait another day. I cannot. من نمیتونم. Wait. صبر کنم. Another day. یک روز دیگه. She declared. اعلام کرد. اظهار کرد. گفت. او گفت که من نمیتونم یک روز دیگه صبر کنم. The queen called for her servant. The queen ملکه called for her servant. خدمتکارش رو صدا زد. A huntsman. که یه شکارچی بود. huntsman شکارچی.
Find a reason to take Snow White deep into the woods, she said, pointing her long finger at the servant. Then kill her.
Find a reason to take a Snow White. Find a reason. یه دلیلی پیدا کن. یه راهی پیدا کن. To take a Snow White. که Snow White سفید برفی رو ببری deep into the woods. Deep یعنی عمیق. Deep into the woods به اعماق جنگل ببری. She said pointing her long finger at the servant. Pointing یعنی اشاره کردن، نشان دادن. میگه اون اینو گفت در حالی که her long finger اون انگشت درازش رو به سمت خدمتکار گرفته بود. Then kill her. kill کشتن، به قتل رساندن. Then kill her. سپس او را بکش.
The huntsman was shocked, but she was the queen. And what could he do? The next day, he took Snow White into the woods.
The huntsman was shocked. The huntsman شکارچی was shocked. شوکه شده بود. But she was the queen. اما اون ملکه بود. And what could he do? و چه کاری میتونست بکنه؟ The next day روز بعد he took a Snow White into the woods. او برد Snow White سفید برفی رو into the woods به جنگل.
As he drew his knife to slay her, Snow White turned around. She said, taking something out of her pocket.
He drew his knife to slay her. Knife چاقو. As he موقعی که او drew his knife بیرون میکشید his knife چاقوش رو to slay her که او رو بکشه. Snow White turned around. Snow White سفید برفی turned around برگشت، چرخید. She said taking something out of her pocket جیب. سفید برفی چیزی رو از جیبش بیرون کشید و گفت
You have always been good to me. She held in front of him 6 perfect arrowheads that she had carefully shaped.
You have always been good to me. You have always been. تو همیشه بوده ای. Good to me. خوب با من. مهربون با من. She held in front of him. She held. اون نگه داشته بود. In front of him. در مقابل او. 6 perfect arrowheads. arrowhead سر تیر نوک پیکان. 6 perfect arrowheads. 6 تا سر تیر کامل. That she had carefully shaped. carefully با دقت. That she had carefully shaped که او با دقت بهش شکل داده بود، تراشیده بود.
Do you like them? She said. They are for you. Snow White, said the huntsman. I cannot do this.
Do you like them? دوستشون داری؟ به نظرت خوب هستن؟ She said. او گفت. They are for you. اونا برای تو هستن. Snow White said the huntsman. I cannot do this. said the huntsman. شکارچی گفت. Snow White سفید برفی. I cannot. من نمیتونم do this. اینو انجام بدم. نمیتونم این کارو بکنم.
Of course you can take these, said Snow White. That's not what I meant, said the servant. He dropped to his knees. How can I say this to you?
Of course you can take this. Of course البته که you can تو میتونی take this اینا رو برداری این هدیه رو قبول کنی. said Snow White سفید برفی گفت. That's not what I meant, said the servant. خدمتکار گفت That's not what I meant. منظورم این نیست. He dropped to his knees. knees زانو. He dropped to his knees. او افتاد روی زانوش. How can I say this to you? چجوری میتونم اینو به تو بگم؟
The queen, your stepmother, ordered me to kill you, he said. But I cannot.
Queen, your stepmother. The queen ملکه your stepmother نامادری تو ordered me به من دستور داده to kill you که تو رو بکشم. He said but I can't. او گفت اما من نمیتونم.
She did what? Snow White called out with alarm. You must run away, said the huntsman.
She did what? Snow White called out with alarm. Alarm هراس ترس هشدار. Snow White called out with alarm. Snow White با ترس اینو گفت. She did what? او گفت چیکار کنی؟ You must run away, said the huntsman. چی گفت؟ said the huntsman. You must run away. Run away. فرار کردن. You must run away. تو باید فرار کنی.
Far into the woods, now, and never come back to the castle. Snow White turned and ran into the woods as fast as she could.
Far into the woods now. Far دور دست برید. Far into the woods یعنی به اعماق جنگل بری. Now حالا. And never come back to the castle. Never هرگز. And never come back. هرگز بر نگردی to the castle. به قصر. Snow White turned. Snow White برگشت چرخید. And ran into the woods as fast as she could. و دوید into the woods به سمت جنگل as fast as با تمام سرعتی که با همان سرعتی که she could اون میتوانست.
It was getting dark, and the wolves were starting to howl. She tripped and her skirt was torn. She was scratched, bleeding and scared.
It was getting dark. داشت تاریک میشد. هوا رو به تاریکی میرفت. And the wolves were starting to howl. wolves گرگ ها and the wolves و گرگ ها were starting شروع کرده بودند to howl به زوزه کشیدن. She tripped and her skirt was torn پاره پاره شده ریشی شده. She tripped او لغزش خورد پاش پیچ خورد. She tripped and her skirt و دامنش was torn پاره پاره شد. She was scratched, bleeding and scared. Scratch خراشیدن، خاراندن. She was scratched منظورش این که بدنش خراش افتاده بود. Bleeding خونریزی میکرد and scared و ترسیده بود.
Then, all of a sudden, far away, there was a light. Who was living so deep in the woods? It was a cottage.
Then all of a sudden یک دفعه ولی یک دفعه سپس یک دفعه far away در خیلی دور در نقطه دوردست there was a light there was وجود داشت a light یه روشنایی نور who was living so deep in the woods who was living چه کسی زندگی میکرد so deep in the woods در اعماق جنگل it was a cottage کلبه it was a cottage یه کلبه بود
Yet no sound came from the cottage, only light from the windows. Hello? She said, knocking softly on the door. Hello?
Yet no sound came from the cottage. Yet با این حال هنوز no sound هیچ صدایی came from the cottage از کلبه نمی اومد. Only light from the windows فقط نور روشنایی از پنجره ها می اومد. Hello, she said. او گفت سلام. Knocking softly on the door. Hello. softly به آرامی با ملایمت. knock در زدن کوبیدن. knocking softly به آرامی در رو میزنه و میگه hello.
The door was a little bit open. Hello, is anyone home? She looked around. What a mess.
The door was a little bit open. The door در was a little bit کمی. A little bit open. یک کمی در باز بود. Hello, is anyone home? سلام، کسی خونه است؟ She looked around. او به اطراف نگاه کرد. What a mess. چه به هم ریخته، چه شلخته، آشفته.
She thought. It's a roof over my head for tonight. Maybe if I clean up around here, I can earn my sleep.
She thought it's a roof over my head for tonight. She thought. او فکر کرد it's a roof. یه سقفی over my head بالای سر من for tonight برای امشب هست. Maybe شاید if I clean up around here اگه من اینجا رو تمیز کنم clean up تمیز کنم around here اطراف اینجا رو تمیز کنم I can earn my sleep. earn به dast آوردن کسب کردن. I can earn my sleep منظورش اینه که بتونم اینجا بخوابم اجازه بگیرم که اینجا بخوابم.
As she cleaned, she thought of someone she already missed. She and a prince who lived in the next kingdom were getting to know each other.
As she cleaned, she thought of someone she already missed. همانطور که تمیز میکرد as she cleaned, she thought of someone یاد کسی افتاد she already missed که پیش از این دلتنگش بود قبلا دلتنگش شده بود. She and a prince who lived in the next kingdom. او و شاهزاده‌ای who lived که زندگی میکرد in the next kingdom در پادشاهی دیگر were getting to know each other. were getting to know در حال شناختن داشتن آشنا می شدن each other با هم دیگه. خب دوستای عزیزم به پایان بخش اول داستان رسیدیم. امیدوارم که خوشتون اومده باشه. مرسی که تا اینجا همراه ما بودین. تا ویدیوی بعدی خدا نگهدار.
Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe for more videos.